Hello everyone, today I'm going to be designing this hello. Please bear in mind that this video is mainly targeted for beginners. The other disclaimer I want to make is that since this is going to be for beginners, there's going to be a lot of details that I'm not going to cover, but I mean, it'll give you an idea on how to start and get started on Illustrator. So yeah, so let's begin by getting a new document. So if you go file new, and then I'm just going to do 1920 by 1080, and as you can see right here is RGB color and high PPI PP. Okay, so create. Now we're gonna need some colors. So the colors I'm going to use are the retro apple color palette, as you can see right here, and I'm gonna make 5 squares. So we don't want any of that, and we're going to just paste all the colors. Now we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I'm gonna do is create 5 copies. So holding down Option and then Shift, it just kind of like copies it like that. And then after that, you can do Command D, Command D, Command D. So you have 5. Okay. So anyway, I'm just gonna center them just for fun. We already have the green, and now we're going to grab this yellowish, and here we go. And if you're more advanced than this, then obviously you can just skip the video. I'm gonna put some timestamps on the description. So yeah, so we're down to the red, and I'm just going to paste it there. And if you're not that advanced on Illustrator, that's okay, of course. We all start somewhere. But basically what I'm doing here is copying these hex codes. And as you can see, you don't need the hashtag, you just need the numbers right here, 6 digits and letters. So you do Command C to copy it, and then you go back to Illustrator, and then right here, once you select whatever you want to change the color of, you will go on the left hand side right here to the fill. You double click that, and then you'll see the hashtag right here at the very bottom. And right here, we're just gonna paste what we copied, hit OK, and it changes the color. So now that we have our colors, the next thing I'm going to do is go to my layers panel, and I'm going to create 2 more layers. So I'm just going to name this one colors or swatches, whatever you want to name them. I'm going to select all of them, and holding down from this little square, I'm just going to drag it to its corresponding layer. So I'm going to lock this layer so I don't have to, so I can make changes to any of this. And then what I'm going to do is on layer 1, let's call this, so usually it's called background, but whatever, let's call it brains, just just for fun, why not? Then I'm going to make a square in the brains layer, and that's going to be a 1920 by 1080, which is the size of my artboard, and I'm gonna hit OK. And then after that, I'm going to go up here to the align option, and I'm gonna make sure that it's aligned to artboard, and I'm going to do horizontal align and vertical align center. So there we go. And then I'm just gonna make that one black, or like a really dark gray, just like that. Why not? So go back to my layers, and then I'm going to lock the backgrounds. So here is where I'm going to put the meat of the design. So I'm just gonna put meat. Okay, now what I'm going to do is type something, and I'm going to do hello. So hello and exclamation points, and holding down Option and Shift, it just resizes it very nicely for you and proportionally. If you don't do that, then you start getting all weird stuff like that, so we don't want that. So anyway, we're going to center this again, and then I'm going to change the type for this. So instead of Murat Pro, I'm gonna do Andala and script regular, just like that. And then I'm gonna make it bigger a little bit, just like that. Now I'm going to select that, and I'm going to grab my eyedropper tool, which is letter I on your keyboard, or this icon right here on your left, and then I'm just gonna drop that one. You see? So now I'm going to shift this up a bit, and I'm going to make a copy. Again, holding down Option, Shift, and just dragging like that. So I'm gonna make 5 copies of it. So I already have 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And each of them I'm gonna select I for the eyedropper tool, and color them just like so. So eyedropper tool, next one, and the next one, just like that. Now next thing I'm going to do is 3D this thing. So I'm going to click on hello, and then effect, and then 3D materials, and then extrude and bevel, and it'll do magic. So then you see this little panel right here, and just on presets, go to isometric top, and then it just flips it up like that for you. So we're gonna do the same thing for all of them. So click on here, effect, 3D materials, extrude and bevel, and then isometric top, just like that. And then the next one, same thing. And since you're already in this panel, you don't have to go effect, etc. Just leave this panel open, and as you can see, you can just do extrude. Am I saying that right? Extrude, whatever. And then top, same with that. And then isometric top, and the last one right here, and isometric top. On TikTok, somebody, well, a lot of people pointed out that once you, oh, sorry about this. Okay, so now we have our 3D letters. So we're gonna close this panel, and the next thing we're going to do is make sure that this one are each and one of these are where they are supposed to be. So what that means is that this hello should be at the very top of all the other ones. So what I mean by that is that if I drag this down, then it's right behind the yellow, and that's not what we want. So what I'm going to do is go to my layers, and then click on this little arrow, and I'm just going to make sure that my green one is at the very top. So I'm just gonna drag it, and then my yellow one, just like that, and then my orange below the yellow one, and then my red below the orange, and then purple is at the very bottom, which is fine. Okay, now the other thing is we don't need these colors anymore. So what I do generally is I just delete them, just because I have the colors in the other elements already. So if I need them, then I can reference the actual elements. So anyway, that's what I do. Holding down Shift and Option, I'm just going to bring this in just a little bit, and then I'm going to shift them up so they're a little more centered in the screen for you. Now on TikTok, somebody was mentioning how when you stack all of this together, there shouldn't be any shadows right here, as you can see. So any light, I guess. And the way I'm gonna do it is by selecting all of them except for that one. So one by one, actually, I'm gonna select that one, and then I'm going to click on the effects panel, which is this right here, or appearance, I guess. And then it'll give me everything that I've done to it. So 3D and materials, and it tells me exactly what I've done to this lettering. So what I'm going to do is go to my lighting, and then right here I am going to do top right, top left. There we go. So it's top left, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same for the rest. So top left, and then right here top left, and then right here top left, and we got it. Now the next thing I want to do is select everything and expand it. So I'm going to select everything, object, expand appearance, and that's it. Now what's left to do is to stack them together. So I'm just gonna eyeball it right here, and then the orange one on top of the red, just like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. If you're just learning Illustrator, this is great for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can go into more in-depth detailing, you know, and whatnot. So yeah, but like I said, if you're just beginning, you know, to learn Illustrator, I think this is perfectly fine. So there we go. The shadows are fixed, and that's how you do the hello effect. So let me know if this is helpful or not, and I'm gonna try to make videos every week and get me a webcam so that I can, you know, talk to you more directly, face to face. And yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next Saturday. See you later.